Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and we are working to build a new electrolyzer farm. Uh, Also, while building an electrolyzer farm, I've been doing a little bit of scouting and I think, you know what, they could probably use another couple hundred just boys. Could use more boys. I'm trying to say here. Okay, so those boys are going to be constructed and just generally getting stuff done. That's also not the one that was supposed to have it. Put them in the wrong one. That's all right. It's not going to go too amiss having an extra little bit of electrodes, because more electrodes is always good. That's what I figure. And another couple hundred in there. Okay, cool. That should make things work a bit better. Now, what do we need? Well, we need a lot more stuff, and then we need to start getting the filters together. So we might actually... Those are actually going already, which is kind of funny. So we're still needing a lot more plastic pipes. We're normally requesting 700. 700 should be enough, I guess. And if we do this right, we'll catch the hydrogen train on the way out. Stop. Please stop, train. Okay, we didn't do it right at all. But, you know, that happens. Sometimes you do it wrong. Okay, hydrogen train. Let's go and drop off that hydrogen. This is the most dangerous train, and I love it because it's full of hydrogen that explodes. Oh, the humanity. All right. So, it's kind of going in the wrong direction there. We're close enough. So we do have this new algae farm, which should produce enough charcoal to really help the plastics get along. Which we really do need a lot of plastics. And quite frankly, there's just not a lot of plastics being made. Not near enough, anyway. I don't think we're making enough electrodes either. I thought we needed 400. I think that number needs to be closer to 3,000. Which is a ridiculously much higher number, but it is actually also true. Okay, so things are being made. Plastics are a bit of a problem. And we could probably use a couple more steel furnaces just to help get that charcoal up there. So we were doing a little of that by hand. And we will continue to do it by hand while we still have no stone bricks. So I was thinking about the best way to get more stone bricks because, quite frankly, this is pathetic having to do it like this. Like, this is just absolutely pathetic. So we are going to do some stuff. Do we have enough for one steel furnace first? I really need two. Let's just build two steel furnaces and then we'll worry about the next step. Okay, how many more do we need? Probably a little bit more. I don't even know. We do have a... what's it called? We do have a centrifuge though, so that's very good. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is get these stone bricks from up here, crushed stone from up here. And then we need to... Okay, you know what? It's time to build an artillery wagon. I think we've dicked around long enough. It's time for an artillery wagon. And then, of course, the things that the artillery wagon will support. So artillery turret, that's close. Artillery wagon. We're going into the science age. The science age of having just... Because I was just looking at that, I was like, it's just going to require more stuff. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to get some big old trains and just get it sorted. Okay, and then we need to worry about the actual artillery shells themselves. We honestly will never need more than one of these, so that's easy enough to figure out. Wagon, artillery wagon, just one. If it's less than one. Now the trains, you can always use a couple of trains, but you honestly never need many of them. So let's never go more than 5 locomotives. That's 54, that's a very different number. Now, artillery wagon need explosives. We know that. So we need shells. Artillery shells. they're going to need some stuff. That's all right. The thing I like about doing these things is after you've done it, you never really have to do it again. Okay, so we need explosives. That's honestly kind of expected. So explosive cannon shell? No. Oh, wait, this is where we have to use a chemical plant. This is weird. It's the first chemical plant we've actually gotten here like this. And it's going to need purified water, which means that's not where this lives. Do we have any purified water around that we can just steal? I don't think we do. Alternatively, could we steal explosives some other way? No, no, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. So we need to get some purified water in here. Now there should be some purified water somewhere. If I just keep walking north, I'm sure I'll find something interesting. There we go, purified water. See, I told you, just keep walking north, you'll find something good. It's still just not producing enough charcoal though, that's for sure. Okay, and then that will be good for my explosives. Wonderful, as they say. In places where they say wonderful, which is most places, it's not an uncommon phrase. I was gonna say wunderbar, but then I didn't, and then I just sort of got scared. I didn't want to say words anymore. Sometimes that's how words work. Just get scared. So it's grabbing some sulfur. Charcoal is not a problem for it, so that's cool, I suppose. But we probably will need more than what we've got at the moment. And explosives. How many explosives does one need? 250 is probably too many explosives. Let's just go 100 explosives. We have no sulfur. I had a feeling that was going to be a problem very, very soon. I'm sure there's places we could steal sulfur from. Probably a bunch of places we could steal sulfur from. But we do need to figure that out next. Because the sooner we get this artillery train, like, I want to build more stuff over here, but quite frankly, I don't want to deal with these worms individually. So let's get sulfur. Sulfur is really easy to find. It's all over the place. You've just got to know where to look. Didn't I have like a lot of sulfur down here? I do. There we go. That's where we're going to get it from. It's not an ideal place to get sulfur from, but it'll do the job. Copper is also going down, like, drastically under supplied, and we will be fixing that shortly. First, we've got to get this. I've got to get my explosive train. That's what I'm saying. Explosive train, very important. And I don't know if I want to necessarily build that way. Oh, it appears at some point I cut my resin line. It is far from ideal. Okay, and this line is absolutely atrocious, much like every other line where I'm just trying to get something somewhere. Would have probably been better to do in a multitude of different ways than what I'm doing, but this is a brute force strategy. Train. Okay, and then we can supply the sulfur to the thing. Delicious. Don't know if we need too much sulfur. What? Right. Don't imagine we need too much sulfur. How do you spell sulfur? There we go. Okay, and that'll be the sulfur. So that'll help my explosives, and then we have that. Then we need, I mean, cliff explosives one day, but that's not really what we're wanting. We're wanting artillery shells, just regular ones. We also need explosive cannon shells. That's pretty basic, actually. And it's also in a factory, so great. We can just continue doing the standard routine of things. Explosive cannon shells, and then we have artillery shells, and then we're done. Well, done is a interesting choice of words, but you know what I mean. Probably. Explosive cannon shells. I mean, those 100 is probably too many, but I'll take it. Steel is slowed down. Oh, steel is actually doing all right, all things considered. It's trying to pick up more than it has, but that's okay. And then finally, artillery shells. And how many of these do we want? I don't know. How many do I want? 100 seems like a huge number. And that's what it's going to be. So while we've been gone, do we have an artillery wagon? We do. Do we have 2 train wagons? We do. Wonderful. This is going to be needed for my conquests. The plan here is we're going to build a train track. Now this is going to be my personal train. You'll know it's my personal train because it's going to be the most terrifying train around. And I think I deserve the most terrifying train. Okay, that's where it lives. Okay, good. Now it can only go that way, that's fine. Okay, and we need a train stop, which we actually haven't automated those, that's okay. So we go train, artillery wagon, train, facing the other direction. Okay, and then we want quest the chests here. We don't actually... Yeah, I was like, what happens if I do this? Nothing, apparently. So charcoal, 200 is probably enough. And then artillery shells. What's the shells? 20? I think 20 is a hilariously small number. How about 50? Okay, there we go. So we're now going to have the this locomotive is called Mom, Look What I Did. Yeah, look what I did. It's called Eradicating All Alien Life. And when it puts its first shell in there, I think already it's hungry for violence. I think I love it. Yes. Good work, train. You got plenty of work to do, and we're going to let you do it. So then we can... Oh, wow. I really do need a lot of work on that. Now, that train stop is going to be called Artie. That's going to be called AAA Home. Doesn't need to be called that. So once that gets a few more cannon shells in it, we'll take it for a walk. Wonder how many cannon shells it can take. I guess we'll find out, won't we? See a lot of charcoal going around right now. I wonder whose fault that is. Probably mine. Yeah, that's just going to keep making cannon shells, and just whenever it gets enough shells, it's going to fire. Just, oh, such a good sound. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to connect that train up to here. Because that is the correct and honorable thing to do. We still haven't actually been doing what I needed to do, which was create copper, but I don't care. It's always important to have a nice big train with a big artillery cannon. Yeah. And then this can connect. Let's just connect it normally. Let's not be silly. I know being silly is kind of my MO, but let's not be silly for a change. And then I think we need to do a circle. My other MO. I also do need to probably build a new roboport because they might have more construction robots. I could really get stuff done. What is the range of this thing? It's decent, that's what it is. At a range of decent, it will deal with the worms, the foul creatures that plague our lands. Okay. We need to go find more sand, so we're going to go find more sand. And while we find sand, we'll probably also, might as well trigger a wave of building. 9,000 sand, nice. We can probably take a bit more sand. Yeah, take sand. We're going to be creating a lot of sand very soon, though. Well, I'm going to go over here and start building all this stuff. I lack the pipes to finish this, of course. But if I stand here, just briefly, and figure out what I need for Roboport, personal Roboport 2s. Just stuff. Antenna arrays, yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, I do want to do it, but I probably need to be building Roboport 2s while I was at it. I mean, if I built Roboport 2s, that would actually probably get me where I want to be. And then that would give me, like, what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 more robots. Which is not bad. 35 more robots is pretty decent, actually. It does appear like I've lost some, though. Probably got some lost robots, because I feel like I was doing more building before. Anyway. That's fine. The important thing is things are getting built. I don't need those anymore. Just ditch some stuff that I just simply do not need. But there is a lot of building to be done. And actually, while it's doing this building, why don't I start working on what to do with all this stone? Because I need a solution for all this stone, because Lord knows I got too much stone. So we're going to do a train. It's going to be a long train, actually, this one. Just in case we want to have more trains later, which we may want to do that. Also, it seems like this hasn't been connected properly, which would be an absolute embarrassment if that stayed like that. Because I did this a couple of times. That's alright. I think I already kinda knew about it. Okay, so we got 5 lines. And we want to put a train. Oh, because it never finished. Is that what happened here? We need another radar as well, it would seem. Which we don't have the tech for, or the technology for right now. Not technology, we've got the technology for it, we just don't have the stuff. That's going across, so we want it to be going up. I think that's broken because these aren't quite right. Yeah, it looks like it fixed it. Good. Wait, did it? Oh, no, because it doesn't actually have a way of going around again. That's all dead ends. That's probably what's stopping it. So if we, for example, just did something like that, does that fix the problems? Does mostly. Okay, that's fine. Mostly is good enough for me. How's my artillery train going? Is he still working hard? It's still doing God's work. That's good. Assuming God's work is blowing up worms, which I say it is. Okay, so what I might actually do here, put a train, and we're going to prepare like, kind of need more chests than that, but that's alright. The whole point here is we want to really get this in chests. And then we're going to have the second line, which is this one? No, this one. So we're going to have a lot of crushed stone at the end of this, which is probably going to be good. Does appear like we ran out of crystallizers. That's alright. Then we've got another one, which we're going to put up to... Just need a lot of steel boxes, I think. Something like that. In fact, let's do it like that. And we connect that one like this. We connect another one like so. Missing underground belt. Oh, damn, really? I guess it makes sense when you just go so nuts with all your production that there's only so much you can do. We've run out of inserters as well. Yikes. And then finally there's one more belt of crushed stone. Okay. Well, while we're walking down there, we might as well we're gonna have worm problems doing this, I just realized, but that's okay. As long as I don't get hit by the worms, it'll be okay. As long as I don't run out of stone while doing this. Oh, landfill while doing this. Looks like it all went okay. Except I think I've got a bunch of bots slowly following me somewhere. Oh, there's some of them. That's a very small number of bots. Like, I swear I had more than what? Oh no, it's got 80 bots. I wonder why they're not all going then. Anyway, I'm going to come back to the facility. The bots are going to go absolutely nuts so crazy again, because they always do when I come back. And power has jumped up and spiked. Interesting. Wonder why. Wonder why it spiked all of a sudden. It was fine. Looks like this artillery wagon is requiring no more shells for the time being. What we'll do is we'll just take it over here. It'll come back. It'll fire its shells and come back. Actually, time passed, say 60 seconds, just to really get done with what you need to do. And it appears that we never actually built underground things, so let's do those now. I think I keep seeing it, I keep forgetting about it. Do I need blues? I'll take blues. Okay, so and again, everything goes crazy because it always does. Honestly, I'm surprised that I forgot to do this because you'd think I would have done this way sooner, but you only do so much in life. 30, but this time yellow, 30 but in yellow, and Probably more than 30, probably like 200 button red. Yeah, and this one, similar again, probably only 100, but in blue. Okay, good. And then just power that up. Great. And I do want some, because of course I do. 100 is probably enough. And while I'm here, I mean, oh, yeah. Take 50 of these as well, because 50 is probably going to be a good number. So manufacturing continues, that's good. Stuff is happening. Oh wait, no, I did have those. Oh, well, I just wasn't importing them. Okay, well then, never mind guys. Stand down. Sorry. How many was I making, out of curiosity? 100, 200. Oh, that's about the same numbers I was thinking, so okay. That's alright then. Now, power is running low. So because of that, we need to probably grab some of these. Look, we probably don't need that many things right now, so let's just ditch some of these. I feel like I've got a bunch of stuff I don't really need right now. Oh, another centrifuge though. That's centrifuge. I don't think I'm building heat pipes, so I think I'm gonna have to grab those along the way. Am I really not building heat pipes? Surely I am. Seems like something you'd need to, well, whatever. I'm clearly building them somewhere. 50 of them should be enough. My artillery train has not returned. It got stuck. They probably both got each other stuck. Oops. Well, the other train's not even trying to move, so. Train out of fuel. What's this? You know, that train needs to be fixed as well, but power is more important because if you don't sort out power soon, everything sort of collapses around your entire base. And I would really prefer power to not collapse. Also, it appears that Chrome crashed. If anyone's been talking, I apologize for missing your messages. That's okay. I don't think anyone was talking. The perils of being a Factorio mod streamer. No one's talking. Alright, so we're gonna need more steam engines. These will probably heat up pretty quickly. And sure enough, they are. Alright, that's generating more power now already. Now, out of curiosity, how much heat does this produce? We could probably get a little bit more heat out of it, so let's do that. That might be the extent, though, at that point. I think any more heat that we try to get out of this is just not going to happen. Also, it looks like this is not actually connected to water. So, or rather, if it is, it's just not enough water. Okay. Can fix that. I literally can't see anything. It's too cloudy. Too steamy, perhaps? Too steamy. You know, if you're having a bad day and you want to de-stress, come down to my steam vents. They run at, I don't know, about 700 degrees. You know, you'll keep warm with that. Anyway, that's given me an extra 100 megawatts. Should I wish to increase that in the future, I would need another uranium reactor. I think that's probably all the heat I'm going to get. Yeah, it's probably even asking for more than I got. Okay, so that's probably fine for now. I do want to go up here real quick because I need to fix my mineral oils, but that power should keep me going for a little while. But of course, just with the amount of power that the rate that we're expanding right now, um, understandably, with each new expansion does lead to more power demands. So at some point I will need to increase my power supply further. Not right now, but soon. Okay. Now the problem is we ran out of naphtha gas, so that caused my uh, my blue science to stop. And I'm not actually doing any science at all right now, which is pretty big mistake. That one's going to be finished pretty quick. We could build another lab. We've got that tech or that gear and option. I don't know if we really need to. Okay, what next? Well, that happens immediately because that was actually a really small research project. Water chemistry, look, not a bad idea because then we get starting into new and better nuclear reactors. That's going to also take no time whatsoever. So my train never came back. It's a shame because I got 20 shells for it. I guess I better go and pick up my train. Why did we not get more crystallizers? What happened? I think we ran into a problem there with the crystallizers. Probably a lack of, if I had to take a guess at what the problem would be, it's probably a severe lack of stone bricks. Because that's usually the problem. Okay, great. But we do need to actually, oh wait, didn't we have... My science isn't going to go very fast, even though I fixed the naphtha problem when my blue science train's actually stuck. Let's go fix the naphtha train. Wow, yeah, I think we're Why is it so slow? I'd say I think we're running out of things, but we're really not. Are we just building stuff too quickly? Interesting problem to have. Okay, this train ran out of fuel. Ironic because train that carries fuel. Um, great. Just keep researching, buddy. Shouldn't require this too much. So honestly, if I do this wrong, what's probably going to happen is the train is going to take off, have no fuel, and then stop almost immediately. So let's see how this goes. Okay, turns out you have to turn it on to manual just for a few seconds. It's going to eat a bit of carbon. Nom 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 nom. Off you go. Hopefully it won't run out of fuel. Hopefully. We'll see. Kind of need a train now. Not that one. Not the one's gonna hit me. Don't want that train. I want this one. Because what I need to do is probably come over here because I need to get my stone train sorted. All my trains are stuck. That happens when you've got bad signaling. mean, look at this. Look at this signaling. Like, you see it? No? Exactly. There's no signaling. It's terrible. Okay, well, science is continuing, which is nice. I don't know if I need advanced lead smelting, but we got it. Now, yeah, this is just an absolute travesty. What was I thinking? Was I thinking? No. Oh, okay. Well, glad to get that sorted. Now it should be able to fire its little gun. Okay, and that hopefully will give us a bit more room to work with very soon. Except immediately run into worms. Okay, well, we've got a lot more artillery cannon stuff coming, so... What we're going to do on this one is we're going to connect it to here. And hopefully... We didn't actually build more wagons for this, did we? Hopefully we can... Yep. Get a good old cargo wagon. Good old fashioned cargo wagon in there. And we're going to need to connect this to power at some point, which doesn't seem like we've actually done. Even just that helps it. Okay, so we're going to be making so much iron we won't even know what to do with it, which is fine. That's the whole point. And then we're going to do the same thing with copper, and then we're going to make pink science, which is very exciting. Now, I wanted to get a train carriage, which I built. There it is. And we honestly probably want stack inserters here. Because while this is fine, I do want it to just really fill this train to the brim real quick. And it appears that my artillery train has gone home. Did it actually make it? It did. Good job, boy. And I want you to wait there for like 120 seconds. Okay. So that is now filling that with good old-fashioned train juice. Speaking of train juice, I got no train juice. Where is my artillery train? There it is. It's just stopping off now for a bit of fun with 33 shells. Hopefully it deals with most of the worms in this area, and then I can just keep building down and connecting to everything. Does appear like the worms are going to have another thing to say about that, so I guess we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. It does look like the worms are being shot at from there, so that's nice. I mean, the plasma turret is much cheaper in terms of resources, but it doesn't have the certain, how do you say, of firing a big freaking gun. We're not going to have enough stone for this as usual, but that's kind of the reason we're doing all this, so we don't need to worry about stone. How many shells has this thing got left? Any? 16 shells? Okay, you know what? That's probably fine. Because quite frankly, we just need to get the train to come down a little bit further. Oh, here it comes. It's a bit of a slower train because it does have a huge artillery cannon mounted to it. I think I can forgive it for that. I mean, I better forgive it for that because otherwise, ain't nothing happening. Slowly turning its guns. Oh, it's got no path. Okay, just you don't need a path. The path is destruction. A little bit close. I'm pretty sure actually we do not have the shells full. No, it's just going to deal with what I want to deal with myself. Okay, off you go. Yeah, there's no way in hell going to have enough shells to deal with all these worms. Doing a fine job though. I'm pretty impressed with it. But yeah. Despite how impressed I am with it, it still needs more shells. And more shells are coming. We could always build another artillery wagon just to really make this thing a force to be reckoned with. Um, but I mean, there is such a thing as excessive force. I don't know what that word means, what those words mean, but there is such a thing as excessive force. Whether I know what it means or not. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. I think this train's probably out of bullets now. It is. Okay, you can go back home when you can figure out how. It's a real power play. You go home when you know how to go home. We are almost done though. We just got to deal with a few more worms, I suppose. No, we don't have the landfill for it again. Alright, so we're going to take that train and we're going to back that baby up. Gonna back that ass up, as they say. That's what they say. Don't at me. Is that what they say? Don't at me? Probably. Okay. Back that up. Alright, go home. The good news is when it goes home, it's going to take me back to my, you know, my house of pain. What's the part that hurts? Well, it's mostly the resources as the whole thing tries to figure out how the heck it's supposed to supply me with all the stuff I want. Oh, I have 3 centrifuges. That's exciting. I do need to get around to making pink science though. Okay. We never actually finished doing this or my filters that were associated with it, so that's I can't focus on one thing at a time. This is an ADHD nightmare, really. And I didn't actually get more sand, so train, can we go get some sand? Where to get sand from? Way over here. I'm gonna take this train because I like this train. It is a nightmare of a train. It's slow, but it is fun. Oh god, I just remembered some of this train network stuff is pretty bad. Some of the earlier train networks I still have to use are just like pretty rubbish. That's alright. It's fun. 5,000 sand is simply not enough sand. 8,000 sand is getting close, but still probably not enough sand. Uh, that's going to make the machine god angry when I return, but that's fine. Machine god is just naturally angry. Okay. We can probably go send the train over here for like a good 60 seconds. Oh. Who gets in the way of the artillery train, honestly? This is a good train. It's like the Vengabus, except it will murder you. I don't know. Does anyone stop the Vengabus? I don't think you should. And again, it does like to party. I think a lot about the Vengabus. Like, way more than anyone should. It's just the Finger Boys in general I think too much about. I don't know why, but there's no stopping them. Okay. The worms are displeased for seeing me here. Little do they know how displeased they'll be in just like a couple of seconds. Well, they'll be that displeased. Oh gosh, okay. So I don't know if anyone reads Shin comics. They typically post it on like Facebook a lot of the time. He draws like really cutesy stuff, but then every now and then he just gets like really creepy with it. And I came across a comic today with like a bunch of forest friends, and one of them gets hit in the face too hard with a ball and dies. And they're like, "I want my friend to be back alive." And it's just like, I don't like anything that's happening here. Like I think it's like just the fact that it's so cute, and then it's just like so sinister and creepy at the same time. Um, they're just little forest friends. They're just having a good time, just playing their forest games, and then death. I don't know. That's always disconcerting. Just friendly, cute creatures suffering problems of death is just. I think it's just meant to be disconcerting. Anyway, it kind of effed me up a little bit today. We're gonna run out of rails. That's all right. We'll go grab more rails. I don't actually think we build rails yet, so we probably need to do that too. Um, do I need any of these sciences? Probably. You know, I do need that one. Oh, it's bringing back a alien artifact. You're cool, I guess. Just stagger run while picking up drones. Okay, cool. So my artillery train went back home because it did its job. Which good job, by the way, artillery train. Really proud of you. If I don't put the signaling here, everything's going to break. So let's put the signaling here for a change. I mean, it's already kind of bad, but let's just not make it worse, you know? Ah, it's the elusive four-way circle. Yikes. They come to pick up stuff. Actually, I kind of need that stuff now. Okay, so we do need rails. And quite frankly, like, I've got stuff there that I just don't need there, so we can probably just pick that up. We're only picking it up just so we can drop it again. I know, it's my life now. Baka, I don't even want this stuff. I don't think I like you or anything, stuff. Okay. It'll be used for other parts of the factory. Now, meanwhile, I actually need to stop this from making infinite things, because it will if I let it. 200, probably not enough. 1,000, probably not enough. 5,000, probably fine. Okay, so that'll make stuff now, and I probably need to go and... You know, I want to build radars. Even a radar 1 would be better, but actually, let's build a radar 2. Why only go halfway? Don't build a radar 3, that requires red circuits, and I need those. I need so many of those. Uh, Can I just stop that from happening, please? Not easily. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't need the power things anymore either. Okay, so once we're done with this, we're going to have a lot more stone. And that's going to be pretty good. Train? Why do you not want to go over there? Are you afraid, Train? Kind of afraid. Why are you thinking this is the best way to go there? Do you not? Oh, you probably couldn't? Oh. There's like one piece of rail missing there. That's alright. We'll fix it on the way back. Okay. Why are we not building rail, guys? Where are you all? Actually, Train, go manual for a second. I need you to deal with some problems. I'm sure you'll find them. The thing I like about this train, it always finds problems and it always solves them. How many shells have got? 21 more shells? That's fine. Can't help but notice I don't know where my bots are. Oh, sure, you're there for those, are you? You're being lazy again, that's the only explanation. Alright, that artillery train's seriously going to get some good work done from now on. The train cannot go home. Why not? Should be able to go home. Oh, because it stopped on like a weird sort of straight away. Okay. And we need to build a new train stop, but we don't have the circuits for it, so we're just going to drive this train to oblivion! Oblivion! Alright. Meanwhile, we come here and the bots are me like, you know what? We can do this. Oh no, that's right. So this produces more iron than I'll ever need, which is always good to see. A lot of it is a lot of treadmills. Gotta change the parts where they attach didn't quite work as well as I wanted it to. That's alright. More bot charges is probably not a bad idea. I think I'm kind of suffering on lack of those. And we're lacking crystallized. Okay, so we really just... Not much is going to happen until we get... Oh, actually, that one's working. Mostly. And that's going to be the iron... or the iron ingots, which I don't really know what I'm doing with them yet, but I'll figure that out. That's another mystery for another day to be solved. Okay. Now this train fills up with stone, crushed stone, and that's pretty good. But what I'd like is this train to come down here, and this train is actually going to be... I'm going to lose those bots, I don't care. So this train is going to be a little bit of a pain for the moment, but what it's going to do is this is going to give me like a ton of stone and stuff. And I'll also have a plan to deal with what do I do when I don't need this much stone. Okay, so bots, do your thing. I know you will. I literally cannot stop you. I don't have stack inserters, and this is honestly something that's bothering me. Okay. Easy thing to build. I just need them. 100? Let's just go. Yeah, 100's probably fine. And it's got a bunch of other stuff there that I probably don't need in there. But that's pretty normal. Why are we not building these? Oh, they're working on it. The lack of bronze plates, it looks like. There's 10 on the way. Okay. So fast stack inserters, we always need those. 50 will do. Okay, so we're going to put this off on the side. And give it lots of room just in case we need it. We won't need that much room, but it's good to have. Okay. Now this train station needs to be called something, not that. Crush stone pick. And of course that means by default this is crush stone drop. Yeah. Okay. So this train's going to go to crush stone pick. It's going to wait until it's full or until time passed is 300 seconds. I think we just lost our train. We did. It'll come back. And this will be empty cargo. Yeah, empty cargo. That's all I want. Now we want a warehouse, which is going to need stone bricks. Ironically, that is what we're trying to create. Do we not have a warehouse somewhere? We probably do, but that's fine. For now, this will be a little bit jankier than I would want it to be. Stone. Okay, the whole point of this is just to get stone and stone bricks. Now, of course, we will be dealing with that later, but for now we need furnaces. Okay. Now, the furnace that I want one of these cool metal electric ones, because they're cool and they don't need advanced circuits. Well, they do need advanced circuits. They don't need power, which calms my bots down just a tad. Okay, so we're going to need to steal some advanced circuits from somewhere. That'll do. Electric furnace. And my inventory is full. Of course it is. My bots are here. Now, can I get my train back, please? I think it's great that you went over there. I love that you've got pep and inspiration for life, but I don't want you there. My train ran out of fuel. Thanks. So my train ran out of fuel. That wasn't the ideal situation, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, why are you doing that? Why are you going that way? Let's take a faster train. I just realized they're going to go in the same direction anyway, so it's not actually going to be faster. It's just going to keep getting stopped. That was a mistake. Unless it has some way of getting around it, which I'm pretty sure it won't. In fact, the way of getting around it has been the slowest way imaginable. Sure enough, that train is stuck. Okay. Great job, everyone. We did it. We actually bloody did it. We didn't actually do it. We stuffed everything up. Okay. So we've got 6,000 crushed stone. And we're going to use this crushed stone to make more stone blocks. And hopefully when we're done here, we should be in a much better place. Probably need some power as well. Thankfully, this only power goes off inactivity. It doesn't go off inactivity. So here we go. Making stone blocks. Once we make enough stone blocks, we'll make another thing that'll make more stone blocks. And the cycle will continue. Okay. We're going to keep doing this until we've got lots of stone blocks. This will probably work eventually. Assuming you built the right sort of electric furnaces, which I don't think I did. What did I build? Built something. Did I build electric furnace recipes or something? Did I not build electric furnaces? What did I build? Who knows? I built the recipe ones. Okay. I don't really need the recipe ones. But then once we have 100, then we can really get this shit going. And getting 100 should be pretty quick now. We also need to drop some of these things. I'll pick up that sand later. I mean, the machine god itself will give me more sand. I'm not too worried about that. Praise the Omnisire and all that jazz. Okay, can we build a warehouse? We can. Great. Let's do it. Pull all that down. Now, fast stack inserters, we want some of them. We also want that warehouse. You're right. Yeah. We want more fast stack inserters. Wait, how many do we have? Sure we must have more by now. I guess we just don't. Huh. Alright then. We're just gonna build regular inserters then. Okay. So that's going to unload that train relatively quickly, hopefully. Then we're going to use this to create madness. Okay, so with this madness that we shall wrought upon this world, upon this corrupt world. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to make a lot of stone. And that's pretty good. We like stone. Stone's good. But what we need is not stone, but furnaces. we're lacking a furnace. What are we doing? Come on, guys. One more furnace. Now, this is going to break some things. I know that for certain. But we'll never run out of stone again, and I call that a win. Okay. Then we want to connect to the logistics network. Stone bricks. Just stop if stone bricks are like, I don't know, 2,000. Okay, so we should have a lot of stone bricks now, and this should be allowing new levels of building that we'd previously never considered. But of course, what about all the land that I want to build? Well, that's a valid point too, isn't it? So right now, despite how much stone we're going through, we're going to need to go through more. I don't think stone is actually a problem, like actual regular stone is a problem. But then what we want to do, besides praising the Omnisire, of course, there must always be a bit of that, obviously. Uh, why is that not? Why is that not? Oh, okay. So now will you build? Now it will build. Good. That train's got 65 stuff in it, so we're just going to put that train there for, say, 200 seconds and just see what happens. Okay. Now, this is going to give us new problems very soon, but I honestly don't care too much about these new problems until they present themselves. Because now we need landfill. Or if we do not have landfill, the Omnisire will be displeased. So this will make sand. And just chuck it all in boxes. I could, of course, do separate boxes, but that would require more work from me, and I like it like this. Uh, wait a second. It's kind of the wrong way around, but that's fine. It'll figure itself out eventually. All right, and landfill. It's just called sand. Yep. And how much sand do we need? 2,000? I think that is grossly an underestimate. 20,000. And that'll just make a lot of landfill now. All right, so stone, not even ironically, irony doesn't work that way, but stone is still hotly in demand. These still also hotly in demand. That'll probably never end anytime soon. Okay. Now, do we have another radar? We do have a radar for up there. Great. Now, the reason why it's not connecting up there is because it doesn't actually work that way. We'd have to do that. Now that'll work. Okay, good. That's why it wouldn't work, because the signaling and the tracks were simply not designed to let that work. Okay, so we finish up the iron. which shouldn't take too long because with all the extra crystals we've got, the extra stone we've got, we should have plenty of crystallizers. And that train is just really raining down havoc on the worms. That train's going to slowly patrol the outskirts and just deal with the worms that are nearing our territory. Now, one could say we started this, and the worms did nothing, or worms did nothing wrong. They're just living, and I think that honestly is their crime. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. Obviously, they shouldn't exist. That's their fault. We still appear to be short a couple of crystallizers, but that's all right. Everything else. Okay, so we do need to connect these. But what I might do is just connect them like this. It's not the end result of how we want to do this, but at the very least it does connect all the iron together, and we will figure out how to better do it later. Some of these are still not actually producing anything, which I find disturbing. Are they not producing anything just because for any particular reason? Doesn't look like it, it's just lack of minerals. So, speaking of lack of minerals, it's time to go back to that. But we do have, that is iron completed aside from the lack of one crystallizer. So, with that knowledge, the knowledge that we have done God's work. Oh, the train escaped. I thought that train was going to come down here, but it did not. Now that silicon train is doing a lot to, well actually no, the silicon train's not the one that's making the steel. That steel should still be coming through at a decent pace, thanks to the silicon that I'm adding. Yeah, the problem is the steel ingots. Now what I could do, of course, is use the iron ingots here and put that into steel, and that'll speed everything up quite significantly. And that may be the correct answer. Okay, so are we having a lack of sulfur? No. Is this just not connected to sulfur? I think that's all it is, just not connected. Okay. Phew. I was like, if we have a lack of sulfur, that's bad times. Uh, we're pretty good here now, I believe. I don't think we need anything else. Yeah, I think we're good to go. The only thing we haven't built is that tank, which, frankly, I don't know if we need. So we're gonna chuck all our. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Please tell me you didn't put any of those on the belt. It did. Of course it did. It always would. Okay, so that's enough electrodes to get that going. But then we need to get our filters going. So don't need any of the electrolyzers anymore. I think we're good with those. We're still gonna need more electrodes because we're just gonna need them. Okay, so now it's time for a new filter. Is this slag slurry going to be connected to everything else? No, it's not, quite frankly. Okay, that's not good enough. No good making all the slag slurry and then not actually doing anything. Okay, so I really liked this filter farm that I had. I liked it so much, I'm going to make another one. And if anything dies because of it, not my fault. Anyway, let's get rid of this electrolyzers. Just pull it all down. Apparently that's also how it's connected to the power, but that's alright. Now it's found a new way to be connected to power. Yeah, there's going to be a few things that are going to be overly full here. Not much I can do about that. But yeah, this whole thing. While it was great when I was using it, we just don't need it anymore. Now, of course, this may cause problems somewhere else. I don't really want to cut that hydrogen line because I've done that before by mistake, and boy, was that a bad time. What do I not need? Electrolyzer 1's definitely not. Oh god, there's so much stuff that I just do not need. I feel like all of this can probably be erased. Make sure that hydrogen line's still connected. Glad I checked because it's not. Wait, what was the hydrogen line connected to? Oh, please don't tell me like literally all of this. Probably. Hey Kiwihawk, how you doing? Things going well. Bots are taking over the world. It's probably my fault, I don't know. But no, things going great. Uh, great. So we are expanding quite quickly actually. We've got an artillery train now. Uh, and yeah, I'm having a good time. I need those filters. I need those filters. Oh jeez. I'm getting rid of old parts of the base and the game is not enjoying that. So that's fine. It's because I want to do this again. Uh, oh gosh, you know what? I need to go back to the base just to drop stuff off. A lot of this has got to be torn down now. It's just not actually beneficial to us. So anyway, drones. Your master returns! Take thine shit away. And so yeah, we've gone into a mall situation now, which I am enjoying. We do not need... Oh, actually, we do need those, don't we? What do we not need? We're not doing more machining just yet. So we probably don't need those right now. Don't need those right now. We will be needing them shortly, but not right now. Definitely don't need 100 crystallizers right now. That's more than I needed. That's more than I need. Electrolyzers, probably don't need those anymore. Chemical plant 1s and 2s, get out of here. Yeah, the bots have taken over. There's not much I can do about it. It's just life. The bots have started making themselves, and that's life now. Yeah, the grey goo is true. Okay, we should be good to continue building now then. At least to some degree. Yeah, and this filter should allow my things to just keep building at a nice pace once I get it done. So let's not worry so much about let's not worry about the hydro plants. Let's just get this sorted. We can worry about the rest later. That's more or less close. And we don't want brass pipes anymore because we just don't use brass pipes anymore. They go to plastic. And then we need to just have a lot more hydro plants, which is easy so long as you don't get rid of all the water. Okay. Looking good. I need to have more recharges. Because quite frankly, having to do that manually every time is a pain. But, I mean, it's not as much of a pain as actually building this would have been by hand. Okay, so that's pretty good. Lake slurry is coming in here, so that's... Oh, it's connected. That's cool. And that can also be connected that way. That's good. So now we just need to get the the purified water in there. What else are we lacking? Oh, and also we need to get a way to get the delicious, delicious mineral slurry out of there. But that's, again, pretty easy. I mean, it would be easier if I was using plastic. Okay. I guess my delicious mineral slurry, mineral sludge out there. Okay, so purified water. Now, this requires quite a lot. I think we needed like 10. So we'll just go 5 first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gentle 5. 5, okay. And that's just purified water. And we carry those around, so that's cool. Great. And now you need a clarifier, because let's be honest, we're going to get a lot of saline water here that I just do not care for. Good. Except again, it's all brass pipes. None of that, please. Good. Saline water, get out of here. And power everything up. Somehow. Okay, so that's purified water. And we need that in a couple of places. First off, let's just get onto the filters. Because that's one place it does need to be. And we do actually need to create filters, so... Well, not create them, but put them in there. 600 filters, that should hopefully do the job for now. Probably won't, but we'll see. If we really wanted to get sneaky, we could put a beacon in there. I don't know if we would, but we could. Okay. Now we're going to need more purified water as well, so we're going to do another group of 5. Going to be basically the same as the one above it, even to the point of having this bad boy in there. And then of course, while the purified water is great, it's actually going to not quite work that way. So we're going to feed it into there and into there. Cool. So that's another huge filter plant that is going to be doing a lot of work. Now we do have more electrodes that we need to chuck in, so we'll do that now. I think we got more than we wanted. We wanted 1200. Yeah, we got way more than that. Okay, that's fine. And there'll be another electrolyzer farm done as well. Okay, so electrolyzer farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sneaky 80 more. Might as well. Okay, so that is now 4 banks of electrolyzers that should give full slag. Oh, and I'm not researching anything. Damn it. It keeps happening. So I do need to make purple research. Before I do that, I do want to finish, make my copper farm, which is going to be very much the same as the iron farm. So, because thankfully copper and iron are the same tier level, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, that's. Let's see the mineral sludge. That should have increased. I hope it has. If so, if not, I don't know what the hell I've been doing with my life. Yeah, it's gone up, I suppose. Kind of expected to go up more than that. 130. I mean, actually, 130 is not bad. It's better than we've ever had it before. So, you know, it's each time you do this, it's of course not going to be as big an improvement as the last one. And why is this not cleaning them? Because they're not connected to water. Okay. And this isn't connected to water either. So that's probably not helping either. See, the important thing when you're connecting things to water is you actually do need to connect them to water. I know, it's strange thinking, but okay, that hopefully will push things up even further. Now that we've actually got more purified water coming through. Purified water could be doing better. Like these ones are doing great. These ones are just, oh my god. Okay, let's get rid of the saline water, shall we? That might be a bold strategy. And then we actually put the purified water in with everything else, so it actually gets drained. Sulfuric wastewater apparently is just not being used enough. So that's probably a problem. This is probably full. Full-ish. Um, hmm, okay. I might do a overflow valve here just to hopefully make that a little bit cleaner. Well, it's draining some of the sulfuric wastewater. Uh, almost. That's still having problems with sulfuric wastewater. Is that going down though? Not really. Okay, so if I do this, that should probably help. We may actually need another one. Okay, so we're wasting a lot of sulfur doing this, of course, but I'm not too worried about that. Now they've got the gaseous puffers. How the gaseous puffers doing anyway, actually? I haven't looked at them in a while. Alright, Kiwi Hawk, I gotta ask you a question. Gaseous puffers, what did you first think of when you saw them? And it's like, just what is up with that sound? I know you didn't make them, but what were they thinking? Surely you got some insight on this one, because it's incredible as it is disturbing. Alright, so yep. Okay, so the first time I heard the gaseous puffers, I was like listening to an album. I was listening to Lonely Island for the first time, like one of the albums for the first time. And I was like, yeah, this fart sound is actually not too uncommon for Lonely Island, I suppose. And it wasn't until I stopped listening to Lonely Island I realized the farts were still continuing. And I'm like, wait, the whole album isn't just farts? I guess that explains. I guess it's not quite as bad as I thought. But yeah, I don't need that many electrodes. So it's very disturbing, but it's very funny. Okay, so that's a lot of iron. Way more iron than we'll ever need, but that's kind of the intent. We do have 2 centrifuges. Wait, I should be taking the train. Why am I walking this? Train will meet me here. I just love the gaseous puffers. I have been banned by my wife to call them fart boys. That's all right. Not banned. I did just say fart boys. I'm sorry. Hey, there's chocolate there. Sweet. I know. I'm sorry. The plate was in the way. I've been banned for saying fart boys, but I certainly am not allowed to say it quite as often as I was saying it. Which was continuously. I could apologize. I'm not gonna. Maybe I should. Okay. Sand, we need like 10,000 of it usually. Now, there's no way in heck we have enough sand for what I'm trying to do here. We basically want to make a copper mine as big as the iron mine. I don't know why I call it a mine. It's clearly not a mine. And what we might do is, I know the iron's coming down. We might move it up instead to expand steel production. That might be the best plan. Oh, good. It picked up wood for us. That's fantastic. So this iron was kind of like a future-proofing thing. Like, I do not need this much iron, but what I've made. Okay, we need a lot more sand. That's a good start. Silicon is always a fantastic resource. You can never have too much silicon. As opposed to cobalt, which apparently I have enough of. I haven't needed any more for quite. Oh no, I just. Okay, Kiwi Hawk, I had a question for you. I just remembered what it was. So, tungsten. Tungsten powder makes calcium something or other. I can't remember exactly what calcium something or other, but it makes calcium something or other. But there's no real easy way of getting rid of that. Calcium chloride. Like, there's no easy way of getting rid of it, and that just sort of slows things down. The only way, what? The only way you can really get rid of it is turning to cobalt or better titanium. Have I missed something? Sorry, I know you're just trying to enjoy your time off without being pestered, but it was like I could not figure out why I would want to do that, and it would just probably jam up every time anyway. So I was like, I gotta be missing something. No. I see I gotta be missing something, and my wife shouted from the bedroom, me. So, by the rules of marriage, I must agree that yes, I miss her. Those are the rules of marriage. It's actually in our marriage contract that I must always miss her. Panda, it's called lying for entertainment value. It's fine. Anyway, we've made a huge amount of space here for copper and iron, so hopefully this goes all right. Um, yeah, a lot of copper is required. I don't know if I need quite that much iron, but I definitely need this much copper. And then after I'm done with copper, then I get to start making pink science. And then after that, we start making chrome. And boy, am I not looking forward to making chrome. Like, if I thought tungsten was a pain, chrome is a pain. Like, there's no other word for it. It's just a pain. Now, thankfully, this is going to be a very similar setup. Bit of space in there, shall we? And then we'll figure out what we need. Okay, so uh yeah, there's no easy way of getting rid of it. I'm not saying there has to be, but right now the only way I can think of getting rid of it is just putting it into big warehouses, which is not ideal. But if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But I don't know if that's what I should be doing. You just said something very interesting there. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I respect that. I don't know if I'd go. Does it go to pellets? It does go to pellets. Oh, pellets are actually fairly easy to deal with. Huh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's a good. Maybe that's where you got to be. Just a good incentive to not stay there. Now, is there anything else I can use copper ingots for before I change the design a little bit? Oh yeah, there's a lot of things you use copper ingots for, and the tick tree just bursts up and goes, "Hey, Seif, I heard you were doing something." Okay, copper ingots. Like, yeah, okay, copper ingots are worth having for other things, so I'll have them prepared for more things. Um, that's looking good. Okay, copper pellets, are they easy enough to deal with after that? I don't care enough. Like, there's benefits to doing something else, but I'm not doing it. Okay, so we're mostly good. We've just got to get the crystallizers, and then we're going to make, like, more of these. Yeah, but I'm the sort of person I would rather have a simple design that is less efficient than like a simple thing that requires like 4 machines than a complicated thing that uses. Oh, thanks for following, Lunago. I was wondering what the sound was. I'd rather a more simple design that was a little bit less efficient, just because some of these machines can really stretch into just absurdity. And yeah, sure, you get more efficiency, and that is every Factorio player's dream. I get that, but to some degree, you just go, you know what? It's just not worth it. So, I mean, you can take away my Factorio badge. That is just a badge that's just a very efficient badge. It's very round and just says "good job," because you can buy them from the store, and that's just efficient to just buy them from the store. It doesn't even mention Factorio. Um, but I had a point. Yeah, I just like it simpler. That's all. I made a very simple scene. It's very complicated there, so you know the irony is not lost on me. Okay, so we've now got. Do we need these filtration units right now? No, we do not. Where are the filtration units that we simply just do not need? Hydro plants are always good to have. I know that for sure. Do not need 50 filtration units, so we can drop those off right now. Don't even need the filters right now. And if I remember rightly, there was the machine was complaining about the lack of places to put things, so we will make some more places to put things. 3 more, just to really, yeah. We do have 4 centrifuges, that is good. Okay, so I guess we just continue working on copper. Let's take the artillery train for a stroll, because I love the artillery train. Oh, the bots want me for something? They do. Taking away some of the things they don't want anymore. Okay, take a train out for a stroll. And then we will get into... Oh, those bots were keen. I really shouldn't eat almonds when I stream, it makes me cough. Alright. Artillery train, can you go somewhere which is cool? Maybe down here. Down here looks fun. See the artillery train, have fun, take care. The aliens! Train's like, boss, that's literally all I do. That's my only job here. I know, but... Okay, we don't have enough crystallizers. Kinda hoping we would have, but we don't. Okay, copper. What do we need for copper? Let's just do. Light blue and white. While watching other people play this game, I realized that I may have done all this factory planning wrong, because other people I noticed do the thing where they just make the resources in one place, and I just make the resources on site and ship the sludge around. And I'm like, oh man, that's a way better plan than what I do. But I'm like already this far in the run, and I can always do another run later. So that's a reason to not do it right now. Yeah, it's a very lazy reason, I admit, but it's the reason I'm sticking with. And it gives me an excuse to play again later and try a new thing, a new strategy. So if you got a new strategy to try, I mean, that's when you do it, right? And then... we're going to need... Oh, I didn't consider that for this. I'm going to need oxygen. Shoot. How much oxygen will I require? I mean, I could always bring in an oxygen train. How much oxygen do I require? If this is going at max, it needs 7,200 oxygen per minute. By extension, if I have 5 of these, that's going to be a lot of oxygen. Now, how much oxygen do these produce per minute? Holy sh... Well, 230,000. So, I could ship the oxygen by train, and that would be blimmin' stupid. Alternatively, I could, make the oxygen on site. How much air purifiers do? That's a full sentence, by the way. How much air purifiers do? I know I'm gonna have some around here somewhere. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Air purifiers do 2,000 or so per minute. And they're gonna need how much? 7,000. So 7,000 would be, let's say, 8 air purifiers. I mean, it's doable. It's just a pain. I'm pretty sure air purifiers require stone, which again is just a constant problem for me. Not purifiers, sorry. What are they air purifiers? I completely forgot what they call it. If I just search air, will that come up? Air filters, and they require 25 stone bricks. Which, quite frankly, I just don't have 25 stone bricks. So, yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so of course, having to put in 720. No, this is just not possible. If I'm putting in 36,000 per minute by train, that's going to require like a train every minute. And that's just ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I would need so many trains on the network for that. So yeah, air filters on site is really the only way to do it. Even if I think it's ridiculous. Um, that's just what I gotta do. Okay. Well, it's good to know that's my conclusion. I just need a lot more stone, again, despite having thought that I was going to make enough stone. I mean, I will be once it actually starts being made. I mean, I still forgot to put my radar down. Maybe I'll put my radar down first so I can actually see what's happening. I keep trying to check, oh, what's going on over there? Oh, I got no radar still. Oh, that's what I sound like in my own head, by the way. Absolute buffoon, apparently. Alright, let's just put a radar down. That's got 191 stone. Because I'm not actually using that much iron. Why did I think iron was the thing I needed? Because steel is the thing I need. Did I make steel? No. No, I didn't. I just made iron. Called it a day. Actually, can you come down here? You don't need to be mineral sludge right now. It probably does, but... Okay. We need to go down to the mall. Okay, and the bots go crazy because they're like, Master has returned. We must feed him. Little do they know I'm eating cranberries. Dried cranberries are so good. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, so we need air filters. I was really hoping that my crushed stone production would just like absolutely absurd, and that would mean I would never have stone brick problems, and I wouldn't if I didn't run out of stone. But that's okay. So let's just continue this madness. Oh, all right. Thanks for letting me know. I won't check it. And take care. All right. That's trying to reclaim so many stone bricks that it doesn't even know what's going on. Okay, and air filters, we need what? Probably not a lot of those ones, but the next level we need maybe... Look, let's just go silly and go 100. That is probably too many, but you never have too many air filters, right? I mean, you literally can, but... well, while that all just sort of works itself out, maybe I do just start making pink science. This is never caught up. The red circuits are always behind. Kind of a bit of a shame, but they're trying. Got 189 logistics 2s though, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, it looks like that dealt with a lot of problems over there. You know what, let's just start on pink science. We're not going to get a lot of it done today because we've only got 10 minutes left in the stream, but that's okay. So what do we need for pink science? Let's just start this. First off, stop calling it pink science. It's not what it's officially called. It's called commercial AI implementation. That's a neat name. Oh good, it needs red circuits. Fantastic. And blue circuits, even better. After that, everything's pretty simple. And you can wait there for, say, 120 seconds. You got stuff to do, buddy, I understand. So what do I start on? Do I start on the hard part or start on the easy part? Well, I started on the hard part before and it was demoralizing, so let's not do that again. Now, red science is still just coming along just fine, and until I am working on the space science, it doesn't need to go too crazy. So, what do we need? We need integrated electronics, which is pretty simple. We need some drain casters, some silicon, some plastic, and I think we can get some of those. Plastic we can get from there. Strain casters. Do I carry strain casters with me these days? I actually do. Wonderful. So, tin copper wires. Okay. Yeah, well, we're going to need to get water as well, but that's not a big deal. We need to get copper, and we need to get... Oh, there's the water, I suppose. Let's collect the water while we're here. I mean, I know it's the possibly easiest resource in the entire bloody game to get, but let's get it. Copper is short because that's why we were building a copper mine. Oops. There we go. Put it there. Okay, then we need to get tin. Now, tin shouldn't be too difficult to get. Get it from up there. Now, tin, I believe we don't have a shortage of. He says, immediately looking at a shortage of tin and feeling embarrassed. They do have a shortage of tin. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have mineralized problems. Hmm. That's bad. Oh, because of all the things we've done, we don't have as much mineralized water anymore. And we throw this mineralized water away. It's on the wrong side of the base anyway. Um, hmm. An interesting problem that plastic will be completely running out if I don't deal with that soon. I could make the mineralized water run through here and then connect to it somehow. Like, I wonder if the lack of mineralized water is causing pain here. It's not. Oh, that's nice at least. So can we connect the mineralized water through here then? At least as a stopgap measure. We could, but I'm not gonna right now. Because that would fix my problems, and fixing my problems is not what I'm here for. I'm here to create my own problems. he says immediately just putting pipes down without actually noticing where they are or if it's a problematic location. Okay. Well, that's 10. So that's the first part of getting all this sorted. So that's progress of a sorts. I mean, it's not because it's not going to do anything after that. And then we've got a tinned. Just rip those open. Make my copper wire, please, sir. And we also need to get water, which, as I said, is one of the rarest ingredients in a game called mod called SeaBlock. Just regular water. It's not even, purified water. Okay, so we're just making integrated circuits, electronics right now, which are pretty basic to make. Plastic plates. Plastic what? Are they plates? Plastic bars. And quite frankly, until we get charcoal back online, this is going to be a dangerous endeavor, so maybe I should actually stop this. He says, not stopping. Okay, and then after that we need sulfuric acid, that's easy, and silicon wafers. That's just silicon, isn't it? Pretty sure we've got a lot of silicon wafers available somewhere. I mean, we could have also just taken those, but whatever. Uh, those are actually full of silicon, so that's pretty good. Why don't we just take those wafers? Or if not those wafers, why don't we just take that whole production chain? Probably a stupid idea. No, let's make its own. Like, there's no reason not to, aside from laziness. Which honestly is a pretty good reason not to. Oh, no, something in the way? Nothing's in the way now. So we will probably... Let's get the nitrogen somewhere else, though. Oh, we need new casting machines. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, that train came real close to crushing me again. I thought by working on the same train. I thought by working on the outskirts I'd be safe, but nope. Trains, they'll get you wherever you are. They don't give a crap. Trains, they don't give a crap. Like that dumb ways to die ad. Except that was actually about trains killing people. If you haven't seen the ad, it is wonderful. It's like it was made by I think Melbourne train network or something, and they were just like, hey, there's a bunch of ways you can kill yourself. It's really stupid, like trying to race a train. That's a pretty stupid way to die. Um, and it had a cute little song with it. And a song's way better if the song, an ad's way better if the song's cute. Okay, so we need casting machines. That's fine. Don't particularly need that. So that'll make my integrated circuits. Then we just need gilded copper wire. Can we make that in a fancier way? We can. Let's do it in a fancier way with the strand casting machine because that's just gold and copper, which again we still have problems with copper, so maybe it's not that great. If any of this used iron, I'd be way happier. Well, actually, maybe a way to use more iron is to just make more steel. Because apparently this is just... Why is this not working now? Because charcoal's down. Charcoal died, which killed a large part of the factory. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm actually going to run a mineralized water line all the way across the base. Start. Go down here, go across here. Is that going to work? No. Go down and across here. That seems bad as well. Gosh, why is it so far away? How much mineralized water does this actually take? Maybe that's a better question. It takes 15,000 per minute. How much does this produce? 79,000 per minute. I need that mineralized water though. Maybe I just do throw it across the base with reckless abandon. Maybe that's what I just have to do. Yep, that's what I'm doing. We need to get mineralized water there because otherwise the base starts dying. Which is kind of funny. You wouldn't think charcoal was that important, but it really is. Like even at this point in the game. So far, so good. And then it runs into a problem. Oh. Okay, that train, let's just enable train limit of 1 on that one. Oh, it's mostly working. It's just really messy. But yeah. Okay, well that one's gonna be a problem. Going through this madness? I don't... Maybe? I was gonna be like, I don't think so, but it's like, actually, it does kind of work. Ah, look at that, it does work perfectly. And then we just connect it. Okay. And we're gonna put a pump here. Quite frankly, it's not gonna do anything aside from go one direction. Okay. And then, so we're about to finish off. I just want to get this mineralized water kind of connected. I don't anticipate this being a quick change. In fact, I don't expect it at all because everything's sort of jammed up thanks to everything else kind of being a pain. Neat. And we're going to do a similar thing here. I know. And if we can connect the mineralized water in a similar fashion to be... Oh, actually, let's just make that real small. Yep. Nope. Just hoping to get some of that mineralized water over here. Okay. Has that helped at all? I don't know why I thought the answer was going to be yes here. I mean, it's certainly not helping just because it's not making much of the slag right now. It's doing what it can, but just the lack of requirements. Nothing's being filtered because nothing's being made. Again, it's one of those funny things. It's just like how quickly the base sort of collapses when it can't. It wants to make stuff, but it just can't. Because it can't make stuff, it doesn't need this mineral slurry, the mineralized water. So maybe, here's a stupid plan, I'm going to do it. I don't like doing what I'm about to do. We're going to get the mineral sludge line and we're just going to dump it. That's 700,000 sludge we just dumped. But hopefully, they'll fire those up again. And that will get the mineralized water going again. And then that's going to be doing nothing. Maybe we need to build pumps. That would probably make sense. And they're getting through as much slag slurry as they can. It's just, yeah. Sulfuric acid was just wasted for no reason there, but that's okay. It's hopefully coming through eventually. Maybe. Why are these firing? Oh, okay, hang on, new plan. I mean, this is just a terrible plan altogether, and the length of the pipe is probably what's not helping it. Not helping it is probably an understatement, but whatever. There is no way that... Really. It goes well until here, and then it's not connected. Is that really what happened? I just didn't connect it all the way through? Gosh, that's stupid. It was doing its best, it just couldn't compete with such level of stupidity. You know what, train, can you just take me to, like, you know, it's just faster to run it at this point. Just one didn't connect, and that's ruined everything. Which actually kind of surprises me, like, it was clearly, the idea wasn't as bad as I thought. Still pretty bad, but... And now mineralized water is coming through again, a bit slow. Oh, but faster. It is coming through faster and faster. Yep. Everything is running. Charcoal will be produced again. The people will rejoice. And then we're using the mineralized water that this all provides, which is also good. All right, well, you know what? I am done for today. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today, please give a follow. I really do appreciate your interest. Uh, if you'd like to watch back episodes of this, you can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. It is spelled the same way as the Twitch channel. Likewise, if you're on youtube.com, you can find me live at twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. I try to stream about 3 times a week. I was wondering whether I'm gonna do, like, a Dark Souls randomizer just on the weekend, just as a little bit of a difference, a different thing to do every now and then. But generally, I'm gonna be playing Factorio until I'm launched those 300 rockets that I need to launch. Oh boy, that's a lot of rockets. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Bye.